it!
We rolled up to Naomi's house, and dude, the day was perfect, no clouds in the sky. How you doing?
Well, I want to ask how you're doing, not how I'm doing. You're the newbies.
It was just real surreal. We were at like a famous person's house, you know. I've never done that.
If you lose your one and only.
Jonathan and Brandon are the youngsters, if you will. We just slammed them together, and there's this magical blend, and they make me happy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's really important you all connect. People want to feel like they're having an experience, not just a good vocal.
Create a moment.
You've got that. Well, I think it's just to ride the wave together.
Here's something I've been dying to say to you, especially after last week. In a duo, you have to establish the sound, right? Jonathan, I think you need to sing lead. Because last week they were trading off. But I mean,
See, I disagree with that.
really?
Isn't that unusual for us to disagree? I think it's exciting. I think it makes it less monotonous.
Wynonna kind of jumped in and said that we just needed to stick to who we were. Will you sign the case?
I would love to sign your case.
I think it's important to know what you are going to do on a record in your concert so you do have a distinctive sound.
We want to get out there this week and just prove that we are legitimate contenders to win this competition.
And we're going to go out there and JB rock it.
And the sun goes down on my side of town, and a lonesome feeling comes to my door, and the whole world turns blue. There's a rundown bar across the railroad tracks. I got a table for two way in the back, where I sit alone and think of losing you. I spend most every night beneath the light of a neon moon. And if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to make your broken dreams dancing out of the beams of a neon moon. No telling how many tears I've sat here and cried. No telling how many lies that I have lied, telling my poor heart she'll come back someday. Oh, I'll be alright as long as there is light from the neon moon. And if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to make your broken dreams dancing out of the beams of a neon moon. Ooh, to make your broken dreams dancing out of the beams. When the sun goes down on my side of town, and that lonesome feeling comes to my door.
I love it when I'm right. Jonathan, you are one of the most gifted singers to ever stand on a stage. You are divinely inspired. And Brandon, you're the perfect sidekick. Absolutely. Absolutely. You could win. You might take home the prize. You're that good.
So is that a yes?
Oh, yes, that was a yes, Scott.
Okay, just checking.
Thank you.
So Brooks and Dunn's song, arguably hallowed ground, the most decorated duo of all time, except for the Judds, of course. Great job on the melodies. You know, you took something very recognizable, and dare I say, Ronnie Dunn, wherever you tonight, you made it better.
Yeah. Oh, man.
A little more in. That was badass. It's a yes from me.
Thank you so much.
Your voices are just blending beautifully. You can tell you've really worked on it a lot. I'm really impressed. You've stepped it up another level. I can't go completely there yet because it's just too early and it's just not enough of y'all here for me to take those kind of risks. And you're doing great. Keep that up, man. Keep the improvement. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, guys, so high praise, but almost. Almost there. Still, sounds good. You got to wait till the end of the show to find out if you're moving on to next week. But, man, you knocked it out of the park. I mean, that felt good, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it felt really
Amazing.
good.
Okay, Brandon, talk to me. I mean, you're one of the last two duos we have on this show that were put together by our judges. How is this gelling? Talk to us about JB Rocket for the future.
Dude, it's gelling awesome. I mean, we've only been together 2 weeks, and it seems like we've been singing for 2 years, you know?
Okay, so will this continue regardless of what happens of their decision?
Well, I want it to keep going, even if we don't make it, you know? So.
Okay, so I'm sure there's a record deal floating around somewhere. One more time for JB Rocket. That is one performance down and 4 to go. When we come back, O'Shea get their chance to reserve a seat on next week's show and move one step closer to the title of country music's next great duo. Stay with us.